What is going on, guys, and welcome to a new series on my channel. And this is an Ultimate Team series, and this is called Produce in Paris. Basically, we're just going to go through, trade our way, play our games, and try and get to the stage where we have all PSG players in our team, every single one on the game, and hopefully we can get it done quite quickly, because somewhere along the line there's probably going to be, depending on how long Ibra's out injured for, probably a team of the season or inform card, or even Thiago Silva might pick one up and he's already going for a lot as a normal card, or even Cavani could go for quite a bit if he gets an inform. So we're going to jump straight into our first game and hopefully pick up our win. This is not a fresh account. We do already have 2 wins on our record because I had used it previously, but I thought, why not do a Produce in Paris series, and I've quite liked the idea of it. And we're coming up against a very average team, probably just like ours. Yeah, basically stat wise, got 3 goals and all really German shitty little bronzes from starter packs. So it was quite an even game, and I was like pretty confident that we'd end up going and getting the win. And we are currently in Division 10, and our team, PSG only have, if you saw the team sheet at the start, only a couple of bronzes and silvers, so we'll be into the goals quite quickly. And that is a fantastic start to the series. In the first minute, I believe his name is Payak, some Portuguese starter player, goes straight through and scores, but unluckily for me, he equalises in the 4th minute. And this was such an end-to-end game, and this is just how the episode actually goes. I score, they score, I score, they score, they score, I score, I score, and guess what? They scored. A lovely finish there in right foot. Marquinhos, one of his gold players and better players in his team, actually do manage to take him into the lead. But nevertheless, we managed to probe. He was poor defensively, and I could just run past him, but sometimes I just didn't really want to do that, so I was trying to pass it around. But a fantastic finish, and it's so easy to score with bronzes, to be fair, because when you're playing with bronzes, you tend to come up against bronzes, and 9 times out of 10, people that have a starter team don't have a goalkeeper. And bronze goalkeepers are absolutely diabolical. They cannot save anything. Their positioning is terrible. They can't catch. They can't parry. They can't kick. They cannot do anything. And we went into half-time 3-3 and definitely should have been winning this game. And I knew in the second half I could turn it on and we'd actually go on and win. And I definitely wanted to win the game, try and get as many coins as possible. So I took we're not going to call it a pass across. We're not going to call it a sweaty goal. It's called a sensible goal. That is a sensible goal, because if that opportunity was in the Premier League game and he didn't take it, would he not get a bollocking from his manager? Yes, he would. That is the answer to that question. So why can't I do it on my game and try and get as many coins that are so useful at the start of series such as this, just to get you into that them first 2 players? So full-time score was 5-3. We definitely deserve to win there, but hopefully in the next few games and like later on in the episode series, we will not concede as many goals as we have. But nevertheless, we did get a tidy, substantial amount of money from that game, I do believe. And Payax actually did pick man of the match up, and we actually get we get 512 coins, which is quite average for a game, and it just breaks us down this year now, telling you where you lost and gained coins, and that is 6 points in the division. As I said, we had already played a game and won it, so we were already ahead on the game. And I did actually have 5k on this account, but I decided that nope, I didn't want to do that, keep them and go towards players. So I decided to buy a couple of squad fitnesses later on in the episode series. They will all come in useful. And I also decided to buy the PSG badge kit and 2 kits. So jumping straight into the next game, we came up against a 4-4-2 starter pack again. Couple of golds from Monaco, I do believe, and I do know that French left back is actually quite decent, to be honest. And I have used him for a French Ligue 1 side, and he is solid. But overall, bronze team got a nice bit of chemistry in the central of the team, with Italians left, right and centre, to be honest. And another fantastic start here. Arshavin was playing as a striker this time, and he picked the ball up and he managed to slide that under the keeper, and that was 1-0. And you can just tell how this game is going to go. Goal after goal after goal after goal. And Koch goes in here, that is so useful this year on FIFA. Fortunately, he did actually squeeze that in, and that is poor. If he had missed that, I would have cried, and he has missed a couple for me already. But if you run diagonally past the goalkeeper, the keeper can't do anything about it. and then you have an open goal. So even with bronze players you can score, but you'll definitely score if you have like gold players, even like the low rated gold players or silvers, they will definitely score. Just run past the keeper. He cannot do anything about it. If he does try and get you, he'll bring it down for a penalty, and that's a good situation for him. He'll probably get sent off as well. And that is 4-0 at half-time, and this game was so boring. The guy did not offer anything, but I decided just to carry on going, try and get as many goals as possible, just to get our coin total up, and we were just destroying him. He couldn't, he was definitely new to the game, because he couldn't defend, he hadn't got used to FIFA 15, and just utilising the running past the goalkeeper, just to have an open goal. Sometimes with the lower rated players, you do have to steady yourself though. I'll just add that in there. Just take a couple of touches, and you will definitely score. But then he did manage to get one back, making it 6-1, but that was the end of the game, and it was only really a consolation goal in the latter of the game. 6-1 means we probably did get the maximum amount of coins that we could possibly pick up from that game, because I do know that you get you do lose some coins for like offsides and shitty little things like that, fouls I do believe, but that put us on, I do believe we go into 9 points now, and we picked up 536 coins, which is decent, and that means that at the end of this episode we'll be making a hat-trick of signings, as you see in the title. A hat-trick of signings in the first episode is a great start, and that puts us on 9 points, and that is a sturdy start to the game. And that means we can go away and pick up our first PSG player, and it's the silver centre-back Kamara, slow, and he's only just going to be in there for until we get the gold rated players, because he's actually not very good, but in these sort of divisions he's actually quite solid, to be fair. But as we move on in the divisions, move on in the series, get better players, come up against better opposition, he will not be useful. Well, he will be useful as a squad rotation, but nevertheless, going into the second game, another starter pack team, and I just realised I didn't put the tick on the checklist to show that we had got him, but I'll show you him being ticked off at the end of the episode. So we got off to another fantastic start in 31st minute. We meant to go 1-0 up, but a great free kick from his player. He is a goal striker, and he does play for Sporting Lisbon, I do believe, but I cannot remember his name off the top of my head. That's it, Slimani. But it was a fantastic free kick nevertheless, and fair play to him for scoring that one. Didn't expect him to put that into top bins, but anyone can score in the top corner on this year's FIFA from a free kick. But hopefully that the kickoff, well, is it a glitch? No, it's just really broken. Well, you could call it a glitch. I just managed to run through with Arshavin here, just tight dribbling. He's got fantastic dribbling, and we managed to go 2-1 ahead. And that is another thing that really annoys me. Although I utilise it, it does frustrate me that I can do that quite a bit, and it happens to me a lot that they just run past me, my defenders, and they're hopeless from kickoff. And then we went through there again, 3-1, slotted it past the keeper. And that was Lappe, I do believe that's his name, and he's actually a decent striker. He's scoring me a couple of goals. See that diagonal run across the keeper? He couldn't do anything. He was lost. But he did manage to pull one back with Slimani again, a fantastic finish into the bottom left corner. That meant he was back in the game, and I was a little bit nervous at this time, but then we have a fantastic strike partnership, and Lappe went through and finished that one top corner as if he was a goal player. Because I do know on my main count, some very high rated players that I do have couldn't do that to save his nan's life. 4-2, looking very comfortable, and he just wasn't paying attention here really, and he switched off after 4-2, and Arshavin capitalised, chipped it over the keeper with a fantastic finish. I saw him coming off on the radar, and I managed just to put it over the top of him. He did manage to pull one back to make it 5-3 with Slimani, which is his hat-trick. And that was quite disappointing, as I am conceding a lot of goals, but hopefully that will go away towards the near future, to be honest, when we get a few better players. But I done a sensible pass across to make it 6-3, and that secured the game really. I was really comfortable at this time, although he did manage to pull one back here with Slimani again, his fourth of the game. It was never really in doubt, to be honest. I was so comfortable in this game, and I backed my ability against him, and basically I was a better player, and we finished at 6-4. And that is actually the last game of this episode. We're just going to end the episode with making our other two signings, as I did promise that there will be a hat-trick of signings, and we managed to get 2,400 coins because we did win the league and the title. So that meant that that was the reason we could actually afford the players that we did buy. And to to be honest, PhD do have some very, very good silvers, although they have a limited amount. Rabiot, who we are picking up here for 900 coins, which I believe is a bargain. He's actually very good, and I definitely will be using him in the Liga U side. And I just think he's so strong. You'll see in the later episodes that he can power pass people. And for such a youngster, in the FIFAs to come, he will be fantastic. You mark my words, he is going to be quality. The second signing is French Paris Saint-Germain striker Bahebek, is that how you pronounce it, for 1,300. He's a little bit more expensive, but strikers always are, and he has 81 pace, so what do you expect? And he is probably predominant in most Liga sides, as he probably is one of the better the silver strikers. So that means you can put him into our team, and that shows that we are making progress. We have 3 Paris Saint-Germain players in our starting 11, and hopefully we can get more in the future episodes. So as you can see, we gave him a tick next to the name, and this is the end of this episode. Thank you for watching. Be sure to leave a like and comment below, and also share this video to get some more views. Thanks, bye.